Hi everyone, it's Annie from Phoenix Healing. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It is Tuesday, September 30th, 2025, and I just wanted to do a little video just regarding this nine energy, especially as we close out September today. We move into the next brand new month tomorrow on Wednesday, October 1st. And of course, one being, you know, new beginnings, because October is the 1 month, and a leader and honing more into like the your own authority, like authoritative assertiveness, leadership abilities, and independence, and also the new beginning energy. But right now we're still in that nine energy, of course, depending on where you are watching this video. But just this has been a crazy month. I knew it was going to be, because every time when you're in a world year nine, a personal year nine, personal month of nine, and just even the 9 month in general, shit goes down. And especially we have this year, the energy, especially in September, has magnified so much that for the first time, because I've never seen this, was that the energy, everything was tripled this year, for this month of September, this year of 2025. So that was interesting. And of course, everyone has, either seen the results of that magnified energy for September, or have experienced things themselves or witnessed that in others. Of course, globally and socially, we've seen just what this nine energy brings. And even yesterday, I did this little post about, on my Facebook and Instagram stories, about how, choosing the relationships, choosing the people, that align more to your higher self, and feel good to your soul. It's like having that alignment and just letting go, like letting people, like relationships, like things, situations fade away, which is like all about the nine energy. And especially being this 9 year, like that energy has been magnified so much this month. But it's there especially throughout the rest of the year, because we still have about 3 more months to go this point at the world year. And just crazily enough, another celebrity couple just announced their separation. Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman. They've been married 19 years. And, I really had to go down this little rabbit hole too, of like, I think there were so many breakups this year, like whether it was, a breakup, an actual separation, or divorce. And, it's just crazy. Like there is, I remember too, like, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, they were together like what, like 9 years, and like they split in June. And yeah, they were together a long time. And it's just crazy because this was a 9 year. And then I remember I had to think back of it too. I'm pretty sure like when she was doing that world tour, when she was married to Russell Brand, because I believe he broke up with her like over text, like literally right before she was going to go on to perform. I ended up watching her, that Part of Me documentary. I remember that. And I remember, even watching that, like, oh my God, what the fuck? But, and he broke up to her literally, like, depending on things, right as it's going into that 5 year, because it was leaving that 4 world year and going into the 5 year. Because I think it was like, what was it, New Year's of like December 31st, 2011, going into that 2012. And 2011 is a 4 world year, which is all about foundation stabilizing, but like the 5 year is all about change. So things can like crumble. So I mean, that's even why when I do wedding dates for people, when I'm selecting the dates, I stay the hell away from anything related to five and nines, because it's just ending. It's just, you're just asking for bad things to happen for your relationship, basically. Whether you're inviting in a divorce, you're inviting in separation, you're inviting in disharmony, you're inviting infidelity, like you're inviting in like high risk behavior, like addiction, like just like things that should not be in a marriage or any relationship at all, but especially if you want a successful marriage, and you want to work with the energy, stay the hell away from anything 5 and 9 related, because there's always the bad stuff that occurs during that. I've always seen that. But to get back on, track here, like there's just been so many breakups and separations. You would think of like that Nina Dobrev and Shaun White, and like I guess rumor had it like he was cheating on her, and it's just like when you look down this list, it's just like, oh, and of course too, like very loosely termed on who's called a celebrity and who's not, but um there's just been a lot of people, like even I remember, if you guys remember, like Scott Wolf from Party of Five fame, and Kelly Wolf from, if you remember, like Real World New Orleans. Like they were together for over like 2 years or 2 decades they had over 2 decades of marriage, and they were separating this year. They called that like quits in June as well. There's just like quite a few people that are going the separate ways. Even Tommy Lee of Motley Crue, who was married to Pam Anderson and Heather Locklear, like him and his wife Brittany Furline, like they were reportedly called it quits after 6 years of marriage, like back in May. And so there's just a lot of people are calling it quits. And I'm just like reading down this like list here because I mean there's just so many. There's just so many, and it doesn't shock me. Um yeah, like Sia announced her separation from her husband back earlier this year. Obviously Kanye West and that lady. I don't know how to say it. Like Lily Allen, David Harbour. Um, they were married 4 years, and rumor had it too, like he was cheating on her too. And then yeah, like they separated like earlier this year in February, and it's just like, oh my gosh, there's just so much, like when you think. And even Jessica Simpson and her husband, well, no, soon to be, well, ex-husband, Jessica Simpson, Eric Johnson, again, like another like cheating related uh uh reason for dissolving of the marriage, like split after like 10 years of marriage. That was in January. So like there's just a lot of people, a lot of relationships that are ending. Like I just lost, like there's just so many. There's like at least over 30 in here, and I can't name them all. I don't even know all these people. But just the fact too, the energy is like, and I said this in the beginning of the year, that there's going to be more endings, right? More completions. Like this is something that's very, very, very true. Like in 9 years, whether it's personal years or world year, the common thread is that endings happen, right? And especially that is the most time where divorces and separations and breakups happen. So I wouldn't be surprised if there'd be like something more, like more couples, like well-known public figures, I guess, like celebrities, names, whatever terms you want to use, will be more breakups by the end of this year. Not even just obviously public figures, but maybe inside your own inner circle, or people that you know or know of, or well known in the community, or even friends or family. I wouldn't be surprised if more people, if there'd be more by the end of the year, because we got 3 more months to go, and usually too around the end of the year too, like that's when 9 energies too like to give off a little bit more of a bang, I guess you can say. So, with that said, all I can say is really just, anything that needs to end, is ending for your highest good. Like even the message from Sunday was all about, alignment, like keeping your heart open, like, embracing your divine light, divine gifts, like that come on, that happen, like choosing peace, choosing joy, choosing happiness, choosing yourself, like letting go of of everything that's not bringing you balance and harmony and joy and happiness and peace. Like you can't survive on chaos. You can thrive on peace and love and happiness, but you can't thrive. You cannot move forward in chaos. And or any type of hatred or disharmony. And you need to be able to be brave enough and strong enough and have the courage to let things go. And that's what I really do love too, that we're moving out of the 9 month into the 1 month, because this will really help like people get their um matters in order, especially regarding like things, because it's working with an energy. Um, to keep moving forward, especially before the end of the year. So, yes, we still have 3 more months of this nine energy ahead, but we are closing out this really chaotic 9 month where all these energies were like tripled. So, just be aware more stuff can happen before the end of the year. And all you can do is control yourself and how you're going to react to these situations. And because you can't control what happens. Like even spiritual practitioners like myself, we can get hints on things, we can somewhat see things. Do we ever get the full timeline of things? Do we ever get the full play by play? No. God and the universe and the divine or higher realms, like angels and spirit, aren't going to like fully tell us like every single thing. We get clues, we get hints on stuff, but to get every single thing, no, because we have to still experience life like we're here on this earth plane, experiencing things now. Um, so with that said, just please really take good care of yourselves, um, nourish yourself, make sure your cup is full, and, just get ready and embrace the new month ahead. And, just do whatever you can to not let things get to you. Obviously, stand up for what's right, and things that need to be like, obviously be wise with picking your battles and everything, especially in a 9 year. But be true to yourself. Always, first and foremost, be true to yourself. Have your soul alignment, have your heart alignment, just general alignment, and you'd be able to achieve that peace and that happiness and that joy. And mainly, obviously, again, choosing yourself, because you can't. That's another thing with the nine energy. Like you can't be pressured by society, you can't be pressured by family, friends, any type of pressure that's outside yourself. You have to come back to you. So I think this is a really good time as we go into the new month, where it's really harping with that energy of working with more of yourself, getting more in tune with yourself, being the leader, being the authority figure, being assertive, like aligning more to you to get into that place where you can have the strength and the courage to walk away from anything that's not good for you and anything that's not in alignment. So, with that said, let us close out this 9 month. Uh, and let us have peace in our hearts. And as we embrace this new month ahead, starting very soon. So keep safe, keep well, everyone. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.